Hello everyone, I'm Scott Gentry from NewTek. Thank you for joining us. We're here today to talk about Microsoft's Skype TX and NewTek TalkShow. You know, bringing guest contributors into a television program is nothing new. Satellite technology has made it possible for years if you have the money and the technical resources. Now, with the advent of Microsoft Skype TX and TalkShow, you can engage remote experts, even your audience, at a fraction of the price without the complexity. Hundreds of millions of people around the globe use Skype every day as a communications tool, but using Skype in a professional production environment has been difficult and unpredictable. TalkShow is a professional video and audio system that brings Skype into your production at a whole new level. It's specifically designed for professional video production. Now with me today are Andrew Cross, NewTek President and CTO, and Simon Lucas, Principal Program Manager for Microsoft Skype TX. And they're both joining us via Skype TX and TalkShow. So hello, Andrew and Simon.
Hi, Scott.
Hi, Scott.
Good to be here.
Good to see you. So Simon, first question for you. So what motivated the development behind Skype TX and Microsoft?
So yeah, Skype TX was developed really just to aid broadcasters to bring Skype really efficiently into the broadcast infrastructure. We'd noticed for years that although Skype's been used by broadcasters, it wasn't being used very efficiently, or was being used in a consumer desktop client, which whilst it's great for calling your grandmother back home, it's not really designed for the broadcast workflows and the demands that broadcasters put on their equipment. So we looked at this and we looked at the workflows and thought that, you know, Skype really needs its own dedicated client for broadcasters to use. And so really from that starting point is where we started from. Broadcasters had been using scan converters. We realized that Skype needed a professional broadcast output. And that's what we've given. So yeah, that's where we started from.
Well, that sounds like the perfect tee up for the next question to Andrew. What is TalkShow?
Well, TalkShow takes Skype TX, which is, as Simon mentioned, the broadcast version of Skype, and builds a turnkey system, and then hopefully takes that further and takes all of the kind of expertise that NewTek have in this area and adds a lot of tools and functionality on top of that to make it so that you have what we believe is the perfect way of allowing people to call into a show. There's something that, as we all have seen in the broadcast world, is that engaging your audience and bring your audience into the show itself is, clearly the trend. I mean, social media started it on the web, but now when you watch any show, you're going to see a little tick down the bottom or something like that, where you're going to see tweets coming in, you're going to see comments coming in, you're going to see opinion from viewers. And yet, why not bring the viewers in themselves? And so when I look at TalkShow, that's the thing that gets me the most excited. It allows people to really put together productions that allow anyone in the world, and there's over 300 million Skype users out there at any one time. It allows any one of those to call in. And of course, the magic is that those guys are all using Skype already. It's like your viewers are already using this. This is something that they all know how to use. And so now it's like they can pick up the phone and be part of a TV show. And that's an amazing thing. And that's something that Skype TX and TalkShow enable that is really quite groundbreaking for broadcast, I believe.
So what opportunities do you see this then creating for broadcasters and professional video producers? Questions for both of you, so let's go to Andrew.
Well, gosh, I mean, this production in itself, the one that you're watching as you see this is, it was unimaginable before TalkShow. I mean, what we have here, although, a lot of the audience can't see it, is we have Simon, who's in the UK, I'm in San Antonio. Somewhere else in San Antonio, we have Scott, who's trying to corral all of this and keep, ask us questions. We've got the producer out in LA, and all of this is being brought together through Skype. I mean, we're doing a truly global production here, and that's just, one thing. I mean, that's just one element of this. As I mentioned just previously, now imagine that we could be calling in viewers from anywhere into the world. Suddenly, the whole way the production is being done, I mean, this is totally new. I mean, the fact that we've just got people coming in from everywhere, the producer, I mean, it's truly a global production, and that's something that's really quite groundbreaking, quite staggering. Quite honestly, me sitting here on camera, and seeing this happen, I mean, this is really quite something.
It is very cool.
And
Simon?
I'd just like to add, it's very much about empowering not just the broadcasters who want to connect to their viewers, but empowering the viewers to be able to connect into the shows and take part. It's a two-way thing that we're doing, which is what Skype is. It's a two-way system, and we really want the viewers to feel part of a show. And what better way than using, not just audio like a traditional phone call or your tweet across the bottom of the screen, but also, using your video camera as well, and, putting that all together, giving the viewers their voice and their face to TV, I think, is really what we're all about. So, yeah.
So another question for both of you, but I'm going to start with Simon this time. So what makes you the most excited about the potential of this technology?
I think it's just about the audience for me. It's about the reach. It's about 300 million connected users. That's where we're at, monthly connected users. That's where we're at the moment. And it's growing. And broadcasters, want to use this technology. They want to connect to the viewers. That's what television is is all about at the moment. Participation, and that's what I want to Skype TX really to lead and drive and enable broadcasters to do. Skype TX is a broadcast tool, and like all broadcast tools that have been brought to the market before, it's how the creatives use it, and we want to give them the best possible technology and device and audience to be able to use it to do whatever the creatives want to achieve.
Andrew.
Well, I have to echo what Simon says, and actually, NewTek, right back to our, to when we were created, our belief has always been, bringing tools and allowing people to do amazing things with them, and and this is an amazing thing. I mean, it is groundbreaking that you can produce a show, and anybody watching that show can now be part of it, and now have a voice, and can now, contribute opinion. Anybody from anywhere in the world can call in. And that's staggering. I mean, it's broken down the third wall. I mean, we can be here and we can be engaging customers. We can be, you can be engaging your viewers. They can be part of the show, and that changes shows themselves. In fact, I was thinking that you could go back 30 years and watch a TV show, watch a TV show from 30 years today. And other than the fact that a lot of the fashion and so on would probably look pretty outdated, the rest of the show would be very similar to many of the shows that are today. I mean, we've got things like virtual sets now, and so, hey, it's going to look a lot better. But there's nothing been in the kind of the way the show, what actually goes into the show has changed in that time. And yet this is something. I mean, the fact that now the viewer can contribute to the show is really quite something. It's really something that's quite groundbreaking. And, it will produce shows that are just fundamentally different. I mean, it's now there is a voice for everybody.
Okay, gentlemen, before we dive into more detail, let's take a moment to get a tour of TalkShow with NewTek Vice President of Training Worldwide, Don Balance.
Thanks, Scott. NewTek TalkShow includes everything you need to add professional quality Skype video calls to your production. It's a single 19-inch rack mount unit, and it connects to a monitor, keyboard, and mouse for operation. Now, along the back of the system are SDI video input and output connections. There are inputs and outputs for analog audio, a headphone jack for monitoring audio, along with Tally and Genlock connections. Now, there are also 2 Ethernet connections for network integration and USB 3 ports to let you connect an external drive to record the call right from the TalkShow system. The front of the TalkShow includes 2 USB connections and a small LCD monitor that displays the video from the incoming call, so you can easily see when a system's in use. TalkShow uses Microsoft Skype TX to make and receive video calls from any Skype-enabled device, such as a mobile phone, tablet, smart TV, or computer. TalkShow then converts the Skype call into a standard professional video signal, allowing you to deliver that call as full frame rate SDI video with either embedded SDI audio or analog audio. Now, let's take a look at how it works. On the left side of the interface is the Skype contact list. To start a call, click on the green phone button. I'll call Anna. Hi, Anna.
Hi, Don.
Now, once a Skype call is in progress, you'll see the Skype video call displayed here and the TalkShow output displayed down here. The Skype TX call preview is displayed at a reduced frame rate. The actual output of the TalkShow is full frame rate HD SDI, ready to use in a production with standard video equipment.
And TalkShow includes an additional preview that displays full frame rate video so you can see the true quality of the call right from the user interface.
Skype call quality can change depending upon available bandwidth and other network variables. TalkShow allows you to take a snapshot right here of the caller and then set a minimum resolution for video quality. If the video quality dips below your setting, the live Skype video will be replaced with the snapshot, but the audio of the call will continue. Then, when the network quality recovers, it will automatically switch back to the live video. This helps to assure a minimum level of picture quality. Now, here you have the return video being sent back to the caller.
A big advantage of TalkShow is that you can easily send return video back to the caller through the SDI video input, so the caller can watch the program video in the Skype display.
In this area, you see technical information about the call. This helps to assist in troubleshooting any issues that may affect the call quality. Using TalkShow on both ends of the call lets you not only output, but also input high-quality SDI video and audio on the caller side.
If you're using a 1080i camera that outputs interlaced video, TalkShow will automatically deinterlace the incoming SDI video signal to ensure the best Skype video quality.
Now, what if you want to have several Skype callers on the show at the same time? When we come back, I'll show you that and reveal some of the unique capabilities that NewTek has added to enhance the Skype call experience. Scott, back to you.
Well, thank you, Don. So Don's going to be back shortly to show us how to use TalkShow for multiple simultaneous calls, as well as some enhanced features that make NewTek TalkShow unique. So, Andrew, give us a little bit of the inspiration behind TalkShow.
Well, you know, obviously, TalkShow, it's actually something that we have been trying to do for many years, which is to bring viewers, give them a voice. And Microsoft approached us, gosh, it's probably about a year ago now, and started talking about their vision for, bringing Skype into shows and whether we'd be interested in working with that. And it was just an absolute no-brainer to us. I mean, this is something that we've wanted to do, and so this opportunity to work with Microsoft on this was something that we obviously jumped at. I mean, this is very much in line with where we see shows going, and to share that vision with really the best network of potential callers out there, with the best technology out there for taking video from one part of the world to another over a pipe is just a great opportunity for us. And I think that we've ended up with a product that is truly staggering and will change things.
So for Simon, tell us about managing multiple calls with Skype TX Control.
So Skype TX Control is really the remote control application, if you like, of the Skype TX client, which sits on the TalkShow unit. Skype TX Control is the key to aiding broadcasters just to improve their workflows. By using Skype TX Control, you can connect to multiple Skype TX clients, TalkShow units, if you like. Your TalkShow units can be or your Skype TX clients can be in a remote location, in your engineering room, for example, and your producer can be sitting out in your control room and using Skype TX Control to control all the functionality of those clients. You can make calls, you can take snapshots, you can control the settings from Skype TX Control. And you can have multiple Skype TX controls on a system, so you can have two users using it as well. So it's all just about empowering the end users of Skype TX, not just the engineers, which is what Skype TX really helps getting those HD video calls to air. But you've also got producers and directors who want to make those calls out and do the editorial side, and that's what Skype TX Control empowers them to do, to connect to any number of devices.
Very cool.
So that's where we're at.
Andrew, I think the big question on everyone's mind is what makes TalkShow unique?
Okay, so what makes TalkShow truly unique is that we took the 20+ years of experience that NewTek have in making live production equipment and combined that with Skype TX to make a product that is truly designed for, to serve all the needs of what you might need to bring Skype into a broadcast live production.
Thanks, Andrew. Now let's head back to Don Balance to take a look at what makes TalkShow truly unique.
Thanks, Scott. Now, what if you want to have multiple live callers on a show at the same time? For this, you'll need a separate TalkShow system dedicated to each Skype call. Now, to access different calls, an application called Skype TX Control is included, and you can manage multiple TalkShow systems all from a single interface.
It lets you monitor all the TalkShow systems available on the network and control all the Skype TX functionality from a single external computer. So you can make and receive all calls from a central control point.
Now, let's take a look at some of the enhancements that makes NewTek TalkShow very unique. In addition to some of the standard Skype TX features, along the bottom of the interface, you see an additional set of menus that gives you access to some special capabilities. First of all, there's an additional preview monitor that displays full frame rate video for both the return call and the call itself. Then there are tools for adjusting the incoming and return video and audio.
Given that calls can be made from any Skype-enabled device, you'll likely have to deal with calls from lower quality webcams. TalkShow helps you compensate for this with video enhancement tools.
That's right, Anna. There are ProcAmp controls to automatically or manually adjust both the incoming and the outgoing video signals. There are also audio controls such as multiband EQ and compressor limiter for sound enhancement. Now, by plugging in a headset, the operator or call screener can use the TalkBack feature to communicate to the caller offline, assuring that they're ready before you take them live. It's like having a built-in intercom system.
TalkShow even includes a tally indicator to let the caller know when they're live in the program. You can also record the call in TalkShow directly to an external USB 3 drive or suitable network volume.
For additional audio capabilities, TalkShow also supports Dante audio systems. And TalkShow integrates directly with other NewTek systems through its AirSend technology. It lets you send and receive both audio and video signals through a single network connection. This reduces the number of switcher inputs needed and keeps cabling to a minimum when you're using NewTek gear. So Anna, how about giving us a quick recap of what TalkShow can do?
TalkShow delivers full frame rate HD SDI video and audio from any Skype call, video enhancement through both manual and automatic controls. You have audio enhancement controls are also available for incoming and outgoing audio, full frame rate video monitoring from within the TalkShow toolset, the ability to ISO record the incoming video from the call and the audio from both sides of the call. You can connect to other NewTek products through the network. Embedded SDI input and output audio is also supported, and TalkShow deinterlaces the input video for maximum quality in Skype. You have fully integrated Dante audio support and tally indication for the caller so that they know when they're on the air.
Thanks, Anna. NewTek's TalkShow is an ideal solution for delivering Skype calls as clean, full frame rate, high definition video to your productions. And on a final note, NewTek also offers training and workflow consulting and integration packages to get you up and running and help assure that your productions go smoothly. Back to you, Scott.
Well, thanks again, Don. So Andrew, do you have any final parting comments on where do you think TalkShow is going?
Well, you know, the amazing thing about launching products is, you know, we always have this vision of how people are going to use them. I mean, how we use them, like, for instance, today. But, you know, the really cool thing is that you know, what always happens is they go out there and suddenly people start sending you stories about how they're using them, and, you know, which is just totally unexpected. And this is one of those products where I truly believe that people are going to find creative and amazing ways to use it that probably, you know, I can't even imagine today. And that, you know, that's one of the most exciting things about my job and about, you know, what we're doing here. And so that's going to be very exciting to see, you know, how people use this and how they use it to change production. I can't wait to see that.
Simon.
Yeah, I'd like to echo my thoughts there. I mean, I'm really excited to see how people harness the power of Skype TX and use Skype and bring it into broadcast. It's going to be super exciting into the future.
Well, thank you both. It's easy to see how NewTek TalkShow integrates all the production components for end-to-end control over every aspect of your Skype video calls. Quality, image, sound, communication, recording, and workflow, all in a single system. I'd like to thank Andrew Cross and Simon Lucas for spending time with us today. Please visit the NewTek website for more information on TalkShow. And if you'd like to schedule a demonstration, let us know by filling out the form on the TalkShow webpage. On behalf of everyone here at NewTek, I'm Scott Gentry, and thanks for joining us.